Your soul records it as a criticism of self. Because see, your soul is connected to intelligence. And your soul knows that there is only one presence and one power, God the good, omnipotent. And your soul wants you to be so connected and so imbued with this reality that it will not establish separation. It will let you do that. And when you talk that crazy talk, when you talk that silly talk, when you talk in ways that condemn others, your soul realizes that it is you saying, I am not ready for my increase. Ooh, I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me today. I want you to hear me today. You cannot keep pretending like you are separate, like you are apart, like you are an island unto yourself. If you are going to walk in prosperity, if you are going to walk in truth, you have to eventually come to the truth about yourself. And the truth about you is that you cannot compartmentalize yourself, nor can you take aspects of yourself, of your true self, and sit those up on the shelf and deal with them at some later time. You have to know that everything you say about you comes back to you. You're never, ever talking to anybody else. And so your attitude has to reflect your mental disposition, your consciousness. Your attitude is just a fancy word for consciousness. And consciousness is just a fancy word for mental disposition. And mental disposition is just a fancy word for the way you think. And the way you think is just a fancy word for what's going to eventually come out your mouth. You understand? We're talking about how it is we can be in the flow of the truth. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it. 4 letters. You see them when you drive just down most any street. If you were in your car coming to an intersection where you could potentially have a head-on collision, you would heed the warning sign to stop. What you don't realize is that you continue to crash into struggle and pain and discomfort and disease because you won't stop. You're heading toward the intersection. You're heading toward the intersection, and your words keep it in your mind. I can just hear it in your mind because I can hear it in my mind. Speeding toward the intersection. And you know you ought to stop. Many of us won't even step on the brakes. Just pat them a little bit. Slow yourself down. So that you can give yourself an opportunity to pull your attitude, to pull your consciousness back into contact with your true self. But if you don't give yourself time or an opportunity to stop, your mouth will kill you. Oh. I didn't think it was going to come out quite like this today. I don't know, I don't know. In order to experience your increase, you have to have an attitude that lifts up everything and everybody. Everything and everybody. Your attitude, your mental disposition. Where are you at, Adam? God's not asking this question because God does not know where Adam is. An omniscient God couldn't very well say, Adam, where are you at in the garden? The omniscient God must know where Adam is. The question is asked of Adam so that Adam might have an opportunity to realize where Adam is in the garden of potential. in the garden of infinite possibilities. Because you see, Adam, as you talk, you bring about these infinite possibilities. The last time I was before you, I think we said that God said, and after God said, there was. It's the format for how creation evolved. And if in your speech, if in your speaking you are condemning or belittling or criticizing others, know that you are only doing that to your own detriment as an impediment to your own increase. I just wanted, if you'll let me help you, I would love to. If you'll let me help you, I would love to. The next aspect of being able to establish this attitude whereby you can come into your increase is to no longer let your past be a hindrance to your present. See, all too often we get stuck in what we were. And if you're not careful, people will try to stick you in what you were. See, as you grow and evolve, people can't necessarily relate to you as you evolve. That's why I venture to say that most of the people that you came up with are no longer with you. It's not just because you've matured, it's because you've evolved in consciousness. And as you evolve in consciousness, those things which are dissimilar from where you are can't stay with you. It doesn't make them less than you. You know, taken in its right context, you have to remember that that is a part of your soul experience, and a part of your soul experience is still a part of your experience. You understand? What I'm saying is that is a part of you that you no longer are, but it still remains a part of you. And if you're not careful, you go deep enough into your soul, you will find it again. But don't let your past be an impediment to your present, to your future. You have to be willing to release the past unto its own season. If it's already done, it's already done. You don't have to hold on to it. You can let it go. And your words, your talk should also reflect the realization that you have moved beyond that. Is that all right?